Okie dokie dokie. It should be going live in just a second. Is it gonna do the thing? I've got my new overlay. Come on. Come on, YouTube. Yes, it works. Nice. Cool. Oh, it's so awesome seeing my new overlay. Oh, I love it. Alright, so Twitter can go out. Awesome. Alright, coolio. Hi guys. As you can see, I have a brand new overlay today. One of the things I'll be working on is some new comic pages. There's a lot of really noisy people out there, sorry. They can't help themselves, I guess. So, happens a lot here, you know, but, you know, it's not technically quiet hours yet, I suppose. Anyway, so the big thing we're working on is cleaning up the screen tones here. And then, so cleaning this up, texturizing it as I want to, and then going in and starting the next panel. Just the usual, you know how it goes. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So, in addition to showing off my fancy new overlay, hopefully people like it. I'm not sure if I want to add anything else to it. I feel like if I added anything else it would be too much. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll make changes to it as I go. I'd like to get like a more official looking chat box versus the one that I have. Looks kind of scraggly because it's the YouTube one. But it's better than nothing, I guess. It'll do. Let's see, why is... that shouldn't be white. That looks a little weird. Should be... yeah, that shouldn't be there. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to finish adding all of the shading in here. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Let's go in, clean this up, add anything else I need to add. And then I'll go in and continue adding the black fills, any white lines I need to add, that sort of thing is what I'll be working on next. Because you can see the coloring on here is kind of rough, so I gotta clean that up. No, I'm probably not going to have too many white spots here because he is in shadow. If I do, it'll probably be like more focused on just making it look like it's like light, you know what I mean? The sort of like rim lighting. People above me are really noisy. I wonder if they're doing their exercises. It's funny. I mean, they can do whatever they like. I don't give a damn. Like, one thing you learn working community is you just become, like, unmovable. I'm not really that confrontational, so, like, they can do what they like. The only time I get really grumpy with, like, noisy neighbors is when I'm, like, trying to sleep. 'Cause I don't sleep that much. So, like, when I do decide to sleep, I don't want to be interrupted. Like, you know, a little crappy sometimes with my sleep. Let's see, this shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. Alright, let's clean up these edges. Clean this up too. Okay, alright, now let's finish cleaning up this right here. Screen tones are a lot easier to clean when you don't have the actual effect turned on, because I'll actually just show you guys. When you actually turn on the effect, it can get kind of difficult to see everything. So when you see these dots, it can get really easy to miss something. For example, there was a little bit sticking out here, but when we turn that effect on, it gets a little bit harder to see. It's about right here-ish. So if I turn that off, oh, now we can see like where this was sticking out, where it shouldn't be. Same thing with like not enough. Right here, I mean, we can kind of see that, but it would be pretty easy to miss by accident. So usually what I'll do when I'm working on tones is I'll turn it off, And then sometimes I'll just leave it off, especially when I'm doing like digital work. If I'm doing something for print, then I'll switch it over to tones. But for some reason, well, I know why, but like generally speaking, it's easier, or there's less risk of what's called, if I pronounce this right, more patterns. When there's more patterns, it sort of creates like a weird checker pattern, and that obviously can make your manga not look very, very good at all. So, and that's a resolution problem. That's nothing wrong with the software. That's nothing wrong with Clip Studio itself. It's purely, hey, Lychee, what's up? It's purely a like digital screen thing. That's just something unavoidable when working like with screen tones and halftones digitally. How you doing? Oh my god, it's the devil! I don't have anything for you. You can try going down to Georgia and look for a Soda Steel. Please tell me you know that song. Oh my gosh, please tell me you know that song. I love that song so much. It's super fun. What you working on? How you doing? Probably, well, I don't know why I'm asking you what you're working on. It's probably more pages. More artwork and stuff. Same old thing. Looks down at script. I know that song. It's a good song. I don't care if people hate country music. It's a good song. Okay, it's a fun story. That's honestly what I really like about a lot of country music is their stories. Like they are actual stories. One of my favorite songs ever. There's two of my favorite songs. One is called Old Red, and it's about, let's see, mostly writing stuff, pre-planning and establishing terms and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing that for the Japanese portion of my manga too, like establishing like terminology so that I can translate it later. But anyway, one of my favorite songs is called The Little Black Fox, and it's about a huntsman who goes on a hunt. And he is like, oh, like, if only the devil were here, like, we'd have such a ride. Like, they hunted all the foxes out, and he's like, oh, if only the devil were here. And then this black fox just magically appears, and I'm sure you can guess where this is going. Hey, Ayame-chan, no worries. Like, feel free to pop in and out as you need. So they chase this black fox, and it does this, like, crazy leap across the river, and then it turns around, and the devil is standing there. And so, of course, the dogs are like, oh my god, it's the devil! Like, the dogs are running away. And then the fox is chasing the huntsman all the way back to their castle. I was like, that would be such a great comic. That would be such a great comic. And one of the things I would love to do as, like doujinshi indie stuff is, like, make manga of, like, my favorite songs. So that one's really fun. And then another one that I enjoy, and I kind of hate admitting that I enjoy this one. It's kind of sad. This other one that I enjoy is called Old Red. And it's a, like, don't judge me that I like this. I just, like, the plot, or the twist in this story is fascinating. That's what I like about it. I don't like the story, I just like the twist in the story. So the story is that this man came home and he found his wife cheating on him, and he killed them both, right? So, like, that's how he gets into prison. And when he's in prison, he's trying to figure out, like, how to get out, right? Like, he doesn't want to be in prison, obviously. So what he does is he befriends the warden, and the warden says, like, I think it's, like, it took him a couple years to, like, befriend the warden. And he ends up taking care of the dog. Like, when people escape, there's a dog called Old Red they release, and this dog will meaning, like, force something into a tree, whatever it's chasing. And this dog chases people. And they're going on and on about how this dog is such an amazing tracker. He can tree anyone before morning, if you're lucky to get through the gators and the quicksand beds. So it's a really, really fun song. Oh, he's in, Georgia, so, the song starts, I caught my wife with another man, it cost me $99, down in a prison field in Georgia, just north of the Florida line. So it's at, like, It's basically at the border of Georgia and Florida. In fact, I know what person they're talking about. But anyway, so he befriends the warden. He ends up taking care of this dog that chases people when they try to get out. And he has a friend that comes down from Tennessee and brings down a female dog. And they pinned this female dog like down south towards Florida, on like the Florida side of the prison, right? And like when he takes this dog out on like its evening run, as the song says, like he just releases the male dog, to go hang out with the girl dog. And then he keeps the male dog away for 3 or 4 days. That's what the song says. Like, kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time was right. And then I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn Red out. Red's the name of the dog, because I was headed north towards Tennessee, and old Red was heading south. So basically, what this man does in this song is he befriends the warden, gets the right to take care of the dog, and then sets it up so that the dog is kind of like horny for the female dog, right? So that when they release the dog goes after the female dog instead of him. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so genius! Like, I would have never thought about that if I was in prison. Like, isn't that... and it's a good song. It's funny! I think it's funny. I mean, some people may not think it's funny, but I think it's funny. Yeah. I thought it was very clever. And so I would love to, like, draw that song, because I think it's a really good story. It's a punchline. So, I thought it was good. Maybe it's just me. I think the song tells the story way better than I did. Well, sometimes I feel bad because, like, there's a section of people that judge you for liking crime stories. And I just find crime very fascinating because I like knowing why people do stuff. So for me, crime is fascinating. If I never became an artist, my second field of choice probably would have been forensics or criminal investigation or something like that. I find it very fascinating. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he feels very alive and dynamic here. Yeah. He's a fun character to draw. He's just a fun character. He's a butthole troublemaker is what he is, but he's a fun character. I'm going to purposely erase some of this. Just to highlight his shape. His nose is a little extreme, but that's okay. I'll forgive him. I'm gonna add a second layer for the black fills. Dynamic, yeah. That's what I thought you were going for. Thank you. It's something I'm definitely trying to work on more, is like to be dynamic with my pages. Oh, I don't know why I'm in it this one. Do 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 do. Alright, most of this is gonna be a black because it's a shoe. You know, honestly, like about the music thing, it's really hard to find like other anime people, like or other anime or manga lovers that also like country music. Like that's something that I've kind of noticed is that's really difficult to do for some reason. Like they're all like, "Ew, country music," and I'm like, okay, okay. I've like used up all my super reacts already. Dang it, Global Comics, stop putting out awesome things. You're using up all my super reactions. Let's see. I haven't listened to a lot of country music, but what I've heard, most of what I've heard I've not enjoyed. That's fair. That's fair. Burning House was good. Burning House was good. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Like, like country music also has a lot of variations, just like anything. For example, like pop country, which is the newer country music, I don't like at all. The country music that I tend to listen to is like 80s and 90s and like early 2000s. Like early 2000s is still kind of pushing it for me, honestly, but like mid to early 2000s down to the 80s is the stuff that I like the later 80s. Is typically the stuff that I like to listen to. Alright, let me get Aros's ref down in here. Oh, this is... Oh, that's Fale. I need Aros. It's Fale. Do I only have Fale in here? Oh, yeah. Let me open Aros really quick. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, Modern Country is terrible. Don't listen to it. Modern country doesn't count. You need to listen to like the 90s country. 90s and like the late 80s is where it's at. Like Shania Twain, Garth Brooks, Diamond Rio. I guess you could say, I guess I could include Rascal Flatts in that. Reba McEntire, Montgomery Gentry, like all of those guys. Like that is that's my era of country that I really like. Yeah, pop country, it's not it, fam. That's not country music to me. Not to say that like pop country is bad, that's just not what I enjoy personally. Let's see. Funnily enough, I actually had Burning House over the working in the restroom when I was working at a warehouse job. It was a slow day and I was wasting 30 minutes in there and caught Burning House by chance. Oh, I see. So it was something that you kind of just like accidentally came across that you ended up liking anyway. It's good. My favorite song, though, I don't know if I have a favorite song. Actually, yeah, I have two favorite songs. One of them is country, and one's more pop. Like, I'm not a big pop listener person, but one of the country songs that I really like the most. I'm trying to remember. I still struggle with like remembering the names of people. I know the name of the song, but I forget his name. Oh yeah, I forget there's a non-country version of this. Okay, so it's called... Okay, I can never remember his last name for some reason. Okay, it's called So You Can't by Cody Johnson. That's one of my favorite songs right now. Yeah. And like, I remember the first time I heard the song, it was on the radio. And like I only started listening to it because I thought it had like a catchy beat at the beginning. But it's a really nice song. It's basically like goes over all the things where it's if you got a chance, chase it. Like if you got a dream, chase it because that dream won't chase you back. Like that kind of thing. So it's just like it's my feel good song right now. So let's see, and then Daydream by Lily Meola is another one that I really like. It's called Daydream by Lily Meola. That one's really nice too. I like that one a lot. So those are like my songs right now. I'd listen to them, but I can't. Alright, so we have a setup. Oh, I've got white. Got a set up here. One more. Then we have a set that kind of goes along the back. We have a set that comes down here. These are all just like rough estimates because I'm too lazy to do it properly. Alright, and then we have the wavy texture that goes along the Oh, Johnny Cash is nice. I love listening to some Johnny Cash. I would love to be able to play his stuff here. I really like Ghost Riders in the Sky. For some reason, I really love... I don't know if it's because I used to listen to that one a lot when I was like younger, and it like I didn't have control of the radio, so that was just something that was like on all the time. But yeah, I heard that one a lot growing up. Oh, did I? I did. I did on the same layer. No! One of the things I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna add, like, funny gifs. Like, oh no, drew on the wrong layer. Like, that I can display. But I want to get, what do they call those things? It's like a board where you can, like, hit buttons and do stuff. Like a stream deck? Is that what they're called? I want to get one of those. That's gonna be my gift to myself for Christmas if I have enough money. I'm gonna get a stream deck. Alright, I think that's everything that I would actually be able to see at this angle. Oh, his pant leg. Yeah, I do gotta throw that in there, huh? Alright, so... we'll put this on this layer, because it'll show... all I do is put in that little pattern on his pant leg, which I have somewhere. Where? Let's see. I think I actually have to open his reference. I don't think I've saved it as its own asset yet, which I need. I'm gonna do that as soon as I open it. 2022. No, that would be in a different folder. I totally forgot to like save that as its own thing. Page 7? Yeah, 7. Okay, let's see. Do you guys have anything interesting happen this week? Not a lot has happened to me this week, so it's been kind of quiet. This is what I need. Alright, I need to make a folder in here with like all my characters all having like their own stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and make a folder for Aros. Can I rename it, please? Okay, so now I'm not going to need that anymore. I'm going to put this probably right here. Yeah, it's a little too big. Alright, now let's make it white. Alright, and we'll go in and throw a mask on it and keep only what I need. It's a little thick, line art wise. Let me thin it out a little bit. Select. We're gonna let's do a shrink selected area. I love right as I hit the button it goes, oh, autosave. It's like, bruh. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's way better. To go in and erase stuff again. It's fine. Actually, I might lower it. I'll make it a tone and I'll lower it even more. Kick the frequency all the way up. Yeah. Noise. Alrighty. So much empty space. So much empty space. Maybe I will cut the panel short. I mean, I guess I could put bamboo leaves and stuff there, like some scattered leaves maybe, to make it feel lived in. Let's add some like leaf litter and some dirt so that it doesn't look so abnormally clean. I actually have a bamboo leaf brush for this. looks like leaf litter. And then what I'll do is then I'll go in. I imagine it would be mostly clean if Aros is doing his job and keeping it clear. I imagine there might be a little bit of dust, a little bit of leaf litter. It's also going to be shadows, I guess, from the bamboo and stuff. I do have a tone for that I'd rather use, so it looks more like actual shadows. That one was made like specifically for this kind of tone. Oh, you don't know, it's a brush. It's a brush, I'm dumb. Trees. I thought I had a brush like just for this kind of thing. I thought I did, maybe I don't. Let's see, plants. It was like a nondescript shape. That was meant to like be used for this kind of thing. Huh. Guess not. Oh, I wonder if I downloaded it and then forgot to move it over. That's possible too. I'm like so bad at remembering that kind of stuff. Yeah, look at all these brushes that I have that I completely forgot that I had. Stuff that I've not even installed yet. I am the worst person. I am terrible. I am terrible. Look at all these things I still have to install that I've downloaded and not even bothered installing. See the little duck? I love the duck brush. Oh wait, some of these I have installed. I recognize that bubble brush. Okay, I'm just bad. I recognize the chicken brush too. I've installed a bunch of these. Why are they still sitting in here then? I'm probably just lazy. Okay, well. That's fine, I guess. Okay, then the one I'd be looking for would be in trees. Oh no, it might be in Sumie. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Okay, I found it. I was like, I swear I had this brush. Yeah, what's nice about it is you can kind of like go in, delete, and go in over it to really make it feel more randomized. And like most of this area would be shaded in. I'll be RB if you ask any questions. I don't answer, just wrestling with my cat. Oh, that's adorbs. Please wrestle with the cat. That's so cute. How dare you want free time with your pet? How dare you? Why do you even come here? I thought we were friends. Someday. Someday. I'm aiming to have a Kickstarter sometime next year, where we can work on getting it in physical. We're just gonna get rid of this one. So the answer is yes, I just don't know when. I'd love to see if I could get it in before my birth, like get the Kickstarter started around or before my birthday next year. But it'll depend on how long it takes me to get the first volume done. The first volume will be about 200 pages, and that'll include like include bonus art and stuff. It'll be, let's see how many chapters. It'll be 8 chapters. So it'll have, you know, pretty good chunk of content. It might just take me a while to like get to that. Yeah, it's a lot to get going, get moving along. Just a lot of pages. Let's bring this back. Yeah, I know some people have said to start with smaller books. So there's a chance that I'll do a run of maybe like the first maybe the first 1 or 2 chapters just to get it out there, and see what people think about it. But I'd really like to have like a small book too. Oh, hang on, guys. Global comic stuff. Sorry, I gotta do this really fast. I gotta grab something for somebody. Work never ends, which is good. Because that means we're in business and staying busy. Keeps me out of trouble. You know what they say. I suddenly forgot what that exact phrase was. I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. Oh man, brain. Let's see. We're going into the global comic server. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Reply. Okay, sorry guys. Work stuff. Always busy. There's always something going on. Which again is good. Keeps us busy. I'm actually going to fill this in and use it to highlight the shape of this dude. And then I'll go in and erase just a smidge of it via hatching. Whoopsie. A smidge, and my brush is like freaking ginormous. That's funny. Alright, I'll use hatching to fill this in. Man, I hope people appreciate all these details. These are like the first 2 pages of Godsbane, so like I want to be sure like I make a good impression. So I'm willing to like go further on these than I normally would on other pages. Whoops, autosave. Thank you, autosave. That's definitely not what I told you to do, son. Jeez. Like the smallest of details, even like the shading on the brick floor, or the stone floor. The things I do for love. Please tell me you guys know what that's from. Please tell me you guys know what that's from. I just realized I'm listening to the same song over and over again. Let's see. Oh, that's because I've got my repeat on. I was listening to a song on repeat earlier. I forgot to turn the repeat off. I was like, wow, like this is a really long song. Wow. Oh yeah. Going in, doing all this nice, cute little detailing. That will be the death of me. I can't wait to get to do it down here. It's gonna be even crazier down there. It won't be like totally crazy because I'll have the leaf litter to think about, which I should have done that before I did the leaf litter. I gotta do all the shadows and lighting on the leaf litter now. I didn't think this one through, you guys. Help! Send help! Help, I've fallen and I can't get up! Ugh. Why do I torture myself this way? Because details. Look how cool it looks. Alright, let's straighten it up and zoom out, see how it looks. That is such a nice detail though. Like, oh, that looks really good. Like, even just a little bit that I did just like adds to it. It makes it feel a little bit more believable. That's what we're going for, guys. Is we're going for believable. These first 2 pages are like the only real first impression that you get. And you want to show like all the amazing things that you can do with these 2 pages, at least the time that you put this out. And oh yeah, I gotta do the stone tablets too. Oh man, I gotta do those also. Forgot about the stone tablets. Alright, we're gonna add some of the highlights that I accidentally got rid of earlier. Artiste. Hello, Julian. How are you? Hope you're having a good day, evening, time zone, wherever you happen to be in this world at this moment. How you doing? You know, I probably should just go ahead and draw the rest of the rocks, now that I'm thinking about it. Because now that that bamboo is out of the way, like, it's not a huge issue. So I probably should just go ahead and do the rest of it. Doing okay? Okay's better than bad? That's fantastic. I'll take it. All we can do is try to be better than bad on any given day, so I hope it gets better for you. Where's my sketch? So I can see what I originally had there. I don't have it there anymore. Hey, Dustin, what's up? See, if I threw this rock in, it might ruin my silhouettes that I've worked so hard for. Brick and nori NSA boxes, basically. You like it? My new overlay? I was trying to go for like a water theme. I think I need to make Aros a different color. Like, I might just go ahead and make his line art black. I mean, I could probably do that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from drawing, I'll do that. Yeah, the depth of light is cool. I'm gonna change Aros's line art, though. No. I wish. It's just a GIF. I'm not that cool, Dustin, but thank you for the confidence. Yeah, I think the black helped a bit. This helped define him a little bit better. I can probably do this too. See if that'll help. Oof! Yeesh. Eesh. Well, good for me, I know another solution. Oh, by the way, the little floaty thing, the little like eyeball that's floating, that's a transparent exported GIF from Clip Studio. Clip Studio can export transparent GIFs now. Thank bejesus. There's the one downside. The one downside though is it's limited in size. It only goes up to about 2,000 wide by about 1,100 tall. Like, that's all it can do. It won't go any higher than that, which really sucks. Really sucks. Because I wanted to export everything as one GIF. That way I only have one GIF in there, not two. But it wouldn't do that. So I had to compile it with multiple GIFs and then like a PNG. So really, this is all the overlay is. This is all it is. Everything else is transparent. So, because originally I was gonna have a different background. Originally I was gonna have this as my background, so it was like wavy looking in texture. But I like the animated water look better. So, I mean, this looks nice. It does look nice, but it's not as pretty as the one that I have now, so. I just need to save this as a... well, let me save it as the base really quick, and then file save as... PNG. Yes. There we go. Now we can see Aros a little bit better. I might still change it. Let me turn off the colored layer, maybe. Maybe it would just look better if it was just white. Let me try that. Save as... Let me see how it looks with just white. What do you guys think of the white? With no color at all. GIFs can only be 2 megabytes in size maximum. Yeah, maybe. I did have a pretty big, file. It was 3,000 by something something, and it had, 144 DPI. So for a GIF, that's pretty big. It's pretty massive for a GIF, actually. But see, if I would have a flat background, then it would have been fine. See, I like this because now you can actually see Aros. With the other one, he was a little hard to see. I mean, I guess I could lighten it up. Let me see how this looks. So from now on, when I draw Aros, he's gonna have canonically blue hair, but like a dark blue. Canonically blue hair. Like you know, like the chromatic black, it'll always be a shade of blue. It's the law now. Of course, it has to autosave as soon as I open it. Hey, do you know what time it is? It's autosave time! What are you up to anyway, Dustin? Alright, let's do our leaf litter. Alright, so what I do for this leaf part is I'm basically only highlighting the edges here. So it's like the reflective light that's kind of bouncing around the edges. And it just kind of helps highlight the shape a little bit, just gives it a little bit more structure. Rim lighting, you could call it, I think. I don't know if it's technically correct. I'm not a light master. I mean, I make black and white comics, but that doesn't mean I know anything about how light works. Even though that's literally basically the job description. Trying not to go to bed? Well, hey, boy, howdy. You can just hang out here and just pretend that you don't ever have to sleep. Sleep doesn't exist here, Dustin. You're in good company. Sleep is a myth. Boop, boop, boop. Like to make sound effects. It makes it more fun for me. I hope it's fun for you guys too, because I'm doing it regardless. Was trying to get this thing to work on. I was trying to get this thing I worked on to work, but it was like, and it's too late, so you were streaming. I was like, perfect, I have to sleep. Also, now you're using me as an excuse for your bad habits. Okay. It's okay. I used to do it to other people too, so we're even. Sometimes I get really self-conscious when I'm drawing backgrounds, because I feel like they're not as interesting to people, and thus people don't want to watch my streams because I'm drawing boring backgrounds and it makes me sad. I remember Atsu-san from the Atsu Studio Atsu was complaining. He didn't complain. Complain's not the right word. He was sort of feeling that people don't get excited about backgrounds, and so like he couldn't like get fan art for doing backgrounds. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm like bothering to go through all of this. Is like, this is a lived-in environment. It's not a white void where it's like perfectly devoid of leaf litter. There's buttloads of bamboo around. There's gonna be dirt and leaf litter and twigs, and it's old, it's ancient, it's thousands of years old. So like it's gonna have stuff. It's gonna have stuff in it. And that's something that I wish more people, like for example with this column here, I'm going to texture that here in a minute. Like I wish more people would do those things. I want those! I have one digitalized. I managed to get an ebook version of it. Of one of them. Let's see, which one do I have? Let me see. I have one of them. It's the art collection one. The one that has Totoro on the front. And I'm so glad that I have it now, because now I can like study it. It's not a very good quality scan of it, but... I just adore his drawings so much. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I think that's one of the few books that I want to get a traditional copy of, like a printed copy. Like, I'm not a fan of watercolor, but like that makes me want to go into watercolor. Oh, it's his Totoro ones. This is his Totoro books. Or Totoro illustrations. That's the one that I have. I'd really love to get more of his books. I really kind of honestly want to just find time to just do some like background illustration. One of the things I've thought about doing is making like music, like animated music videos where I just get to draw backgrounds and it just like cycles through various backgrounds. But I can show off like Nor, and it's like I can do studies and I can use it for like music videos or something. Like just get some music to license. And create like music that people can just listen, like compilations that people can listen to, and I can split the revenue with those people. Hey, Jinx Tech, what's up? Ah, thank you, thank you. Let me zoom out to show you the whole thing so far. This is what I've got so far. I was working on the right page yesterday and the stream before that, and now I'm taking a break from it to work on the next panel, just because it's more fun for me, I think. So I gotta do a little bit more study on these like rice paddy fields before I can do the rest of it. So I gotta do a couple more studies first. So, but I really want these 2 pages to be really impactful because they're the first 2 pages that you're going to see in the new version of Godsbane. So I really want them to be really strong pages. And hopefully that's something I can accomplish. And I'm not starting over again. I will not start over again. I am so tired of starting over. Do it. Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. Be like, Kat, you said or Jackson, you said you weren't going to start over again. Hold me accountable. If I start thinking about it again. Because all this is doing, like the constant reboots, all it's doing is delaying me. Like, how long ago was it, Dustin, that I sent you the first chapter cover? Forever ago. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's kind of unacceptable at this point. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I need to be held accountable now. That, hey, bro, it's been too long. Get your butt moving. Because, damn it, next year I will have a Kickstarter. I will have a Kickstarter next year. And I will finally get this moving along. I might do some one-shots along the way, but I'm definitely going to keep working on Godsbane and get it off the ground. Tired of it sitting around gathering dust because I'm waiting to decide what to do with it. And so I'm not I'm not waiting anymore. I'm just going to go indie with it. It's just time. It's time, I think. I've spent a lot of time waiting because I was holding out that maybe I could grab a publisher. I feel like a lot of us indie folks do that. We're like sort of like holding out for like, you know, like our last chance kind of thing. It's time to just move on. Like, I want this page to be so visually stunning that people will keep reading just because of the art alone. Like, get them in and get them reading because they're like, oh my gosh, this art is so beautiful. And then keep them with the story. That's my goal here. Like, get them to keep reading just because they think the art is nice. And then, like, set my hook as fast as possible. So that's why I'm definitely making sure I try to do a really good job on these first couple pages. There, what do you guys think? Does that look like leaf litter to you? Music's a little dramatic. Alright, I'm only gonna make it a 2-hour stream. Well, it's gonna be a shorter stream today. I'll be jumping... I don't know when. I definitely don't want to go 3 hours today. Pretty sleepy. I'm gonna stretch my hands really quick, guys. Let me just stretch my hands out. I stretch my hands. Drew you in? Is that a pun? Miso, would you stay out of my food, please? Gosh. You have no boundaries whatsoever. This cat is unintentional. Well, howdy doody. Nice. I'll take it. Miso, miso, miso. Hi. I gotta clear off my desk because this cat doesn't know the concept of boundaries. Come here. Get in there. There. Now you have your bed. Yeah. Nya nya nya. Miso miso. Oh, so I have the right brush. What is it, Miso? What? I gave you a chance, Miso, and you didn't take advantage of it. Now you don't get to have my arm now. Nope, you missed your chance. You missed it. Sorry. I gave you your chance and you missed it. Alright, let's add some more texture to this pole here. Let's see, I'll probably grab, let's see, do I have, I'm pretty sure I would have a vertical texture. Let me see, monochrome. I'm sure there's something that I can use to throw in a vertical texture. No, Miso, you can't have it now. Ooh, I know the perfect texture to use. Let's see, that'll be in hatching. This will be perfect. Let's make it vertical. Sorry guys, I'm doing an autosave. Give it a second. There we go. Autosave. Miso, honey, please. Please. Miso's being really demanding. Miso, you're such a bully! I'm being harassed by my own cat. Lisa, what are you doing? There's nothing back there for you. There's nothing back there. It's just me. No, no ma'am. No, you are not going back there. I told you no. I had to tell you 3 times. I'm a little upset. What's even back there that you're interested? There's nothing back there, Miso. There's literally nothing sitting behind the tablet. She was trying to walk behind the tablet, and the reason why I don't like her doing that is she could easily tip the monitor over. And so I don't want her going back there. It's just the way that I have my stuff set up. It could easily be tipped over, and so I don't like her going back there. And she almost went back there. And I don't need her knocking my extremely expensive computer over. When I just spent $440 on you. Because you had an infection. Again! Yeah, go eat. Meow! Meow! Yeah. So you still love me. Yeah. 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 Look how chatty you are now. You bored? Is that what this is about? Love her little chirps. I think she's just bored. She just wants some attention. And so she's gonna do what cats do when they don't get their attention, and that's become disruptive. Cats want attention and they don't get it. They get incredibly disruptive trying to get it any way they can. Just doing cat stuff. Why I filled it in here. I'm going to need a completely different direction up here. will do those. I will fill it in over here. I'll do this pattern to start, and then I'll erase some of it to help make it look different. Oh, I meant to get rid of that rock. Alright, now let's go in on this layer and let's rough it up a bit. It's not perfect. Whoops. It's the little details. Let's see, what software? I use Clip Studio Paint. I use the EX version. The EX monthly, but I pay annual. So I'm on the 2.14 version, I think. Oh, where is my center? Come on. Ugh, I hate when it does that. Alright, let's rotate. Oh my gosh, Clip! Come on, buddy. Keep up. We're gonna rotate it this way. We're gonna move it up so that we can see how it looks up here. Have you used Clip Studio before? Or are you thinking about getting Clip Studio? Completely get rid of that. Alright. Never heard of it? Really? Interesting. So Clip Studio was originally Manga Studio, you know, back in the day. It used to be owned by Smith Micro, and then it was purchased by Celsius and renamed to Clip Studio. And it's pretty much built for making comics. It's built for making manga. And, you know, not just comics. It's built for basically anything that's manga, comic, what have you, anything like that. It has a wide variety of tools. Like, it has a screen tone tool. It has these really handy, like, I forget what's it technically called. It's called like a frame tool where you can create your panels and cut them and keep your gutters the same size. Super easy, like 3D modeling access. You can even animate, like the EX version can even do animations. My overlay was made in Clip Studio. You know, everything I do is made in Clip Studio. So you can get really, oh, the biggest thing for me though, like the biggest game changer for me with Clip Studio was the screen tone tool though. Because, I mean, you can do screen tones in Photoshop with, like, special brushes and stuff, but they're not, like, changeable. Yeah, lots of really like time-saving tools that Photoshop just doesn't have. And it has stabilizers just like Paint Tool SI does, without having to purchase Lazy Nezumi for Photoshop. So it's literally made for this kind of work. Versus Photoshop, which isn't made for comics. You can use it in comics, but it's not made for comics. This software is. So it's a really awesome tool. I love the software. I love it to death. I've been using it since 2017, I believe. So I love it. I might add in some some darker fill areas, to be completely honest. Like some black shadows on the ground. I probably will add some of those. Mostly like back here, underneath Aros maybe. There's like an extra layer of shadow. Like the darkest shadows. Just to help like illuminate some of the shapes here. Yeah, I basically recommend everyone to Clip Studio when they ask me, like, oh, what software should I create? It's just, I've never had an issue with Clip Studio, other than the occasional, like, autosave problem where it just, like, constantly interrupts me autosaving, but that's because I tell it to. I tell it to save every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. So, that's my fault. But sometimes it gets a little annoying. That's really my biggest, and the text tool leaves some desire, but any credible person isn't lettering in Clip Studio anyway. Whoops, wrong button. If you have any questions about Clip Studio, I'd be happy to answer them. Actually, I'm gonna put in the same texture, but a different... I'm gonna put in a different texture. Yeah, I want more of a cross-hatching pattern. Whoops. And then I'm also gonna put in this one. Let's try this one. Yep, and then I can erase part clip. Gosh, I swear it interrupts me at the worst times. I mean, I'm glad it does it. I'm glad it does it. It's just annoying sometimes. But it's like my biggest gripe about it is that it forces you to pause to save. I don't like that. This shape is ruining things. What miso? My cat's being very chatty. When isn't she? Let's be honest. What layer is this? Must just be a bunch of them. A bunch of them that still need to get cleaned up. Yeah, just a bunch of them. Smooth out some of these cracks. I feel like it shouldn't be that wild. Yeah, she's just very, like, demanding. Right, Miso? Yeah. Yeah. Come here. Crazy girl. Yeah. Miso, Miso, Miso. She's very loving, just super chatty. What, Miso? What, Miso? Man, it's hard to tell if this is a statue. Miso, I can't hold you and draw one-handed, baby. I'm sorry. I know. I'm so mean. How dare I put you down? Something in here isn't full opacity. I can see grays. Oh, I see. It was the fill for the ground. Actually, I feel like that would have been a better brush for this. I get to play the what layer is this on game? No, you're absolutely right, Dustin. You are absolutely right. But that would be way too easy. And I need to make... I'm playing on hard level, okay? I play art on hard level, okay? I don't play it on easy or normal. But you are absolutely correct. Thank yous. Disclaimer, I didn't animate the waves though. I'm not that cool. I wish I could animate like that. Ah, oh, thank you. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to level up so hard on these panels. Just means a ton of layers. So many layers. I'll merge them all later. I didn't do that. That's a GIF. If anyone knows what anime it's from, 10 points to your respective Hogwarts house. These. Too many layers, friends. It is definitely not Ghibli. It is extremely not wholesome. It is a not wholesome anime. But it is very famous. It's one of the better sci-fi anime of all time. In my personal opinion. And I'm not a sci-fi person. Right? Right? That's how good it is. Even I watched it. And I'm a sci-fi hater. Maybe this is me just wanting to make the shadows darker. You know you did good when you can still tell what things are and it's solid black. Did good. We did good, fam. Now will it print this good? Don't know. Prob's not. Oh. You're gonna make me do this, really? You're gonna make me do it this way? Lame. That's why I can perfectly control it. Because if you notice, it wasn't doing the thing. I think I just wanted the shadows darker, I think is what I had wanted. Up here, though, it's usually much darker. Yo. I need a texture here. Julie, do the thing! I like that manga, or that anime, it's a good anime. Yeah. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna fill Aros's mouth in rather than leaving it white. That's bothering me. What do you guys think? Oh, I need to turn the bamboo off. Make it not screen tone. There. What do you guys think? Use the mouse. You can see the whole panel. Is it readable? I could probably add more like white details. But in general, like, is it readable? Can you tell what things are? Keep adding things, sorry. Keep adding things. I think I just need just a few more. What it looked. Yes! 7 galleon! Good job. You can see. I can see the last two. Well, it's really small on your screen. It's going to be bigger, but yeah, let me see. I'm using the same size font that Fushigi Yugi uses, proportionally speaking. Hopefully it would be easier when it's not like on a TV screen. Let's see. You said these two were readable? It was the, wait, you said, oh, the last one. Oh, I think it's the first one. Let me see. It's the same size. Actually, it's bigger. It's bigger than these are. Oh, the last two. Yeah, you did say first two. Okay. I was more looking at just general composition, like lights and darks, versus looking at speech bubbles. You're not going to be able to read them at that size. Because of just how small it is on your screen. There's a line here that's sticking out. Part of the texture here that's missing. What is going on here? Yeah, I've tried drawing with that a million times. It's... Oh, because I've got the eraser on. I'm so dumb. I have my eraser on. Smirts. I'm so smirt, you guys. Trying to go with my eraser. Goodness gracious. Why isn't it working? You're trying with your eraser, dummy. When you say you can see the, when you say Steve's speech bubbles, do you mean like read the text? So I guess is everything other than the text readable? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about that just this second. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it onto Global Comics and do a private URL and send it off to my betas, and they'll let me know if it's readable on their devices. So I can make sure that it's good. Yeah, I don't text size is one of the last things that I worry about. I try to get a rough estimate, and I usually put in the default every time. I use a 15 point, which is actually already pretty big. So they have all kinds of devices that they'll test it on to make sure it looks good. So, alright guys, I think I'm actually gonna stop for the day. I have, it's already 11:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and step off for the day. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry that I'm leaving when there's like more people here. I'm really sorry about that. But I think I'm kind of done with this panel for now. I'm kind of happy with where it's at. I'm gonna go do some more studies for the rice patties here so that I can do that tomorrow, because I really want to be able to finish this particular page and move on with my life. I don't want to think about it any more than I have to. So I'm gonna try to work on this one, get it done, get it out of my life. So I've got stuff to do. So yeah, I just gotta finish this bottom part down here, and then I think I have a bubble I gotta turn on too. I gotta figure out where that needs to go. Got this bubble here. I put it up here, but if I put it up here, then it kind of like lines up with the mountain a little bit, so I might have to adjust the shape of the mountains. But so this will be what I work on tomorrow. And then if I, for some reason, get this done tomorrow, we'll start working on these panels. I'll probably tackle this one next because I have stairs to do. And stairs are always fun. So I'm trying to get the worst ones out of the way. So that'll be lots of fun. Yay! So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. If you guys could hit the like button, I would appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. Additionally, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe so you can check out my future streams. The VOD will be available if you ever want to go back and watch how I did something. It will be available to you. And if you would like to read my manga, what I have up so far, you can check it out on Google Comics. It's completely free. So, until then, thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time. Have a wonderful night. Ciao!